for the adaptation of key essential training into the Spanish language and trained it recently with CATCA in the country of Costa Rica. She also assisted in the development of youth policy and advocacy training materials and has been training hundreds of coalition youth around the country. Please help me welcome to the stage Andrea Marquez. Our next awardee is Fatima Rashid of Exeter, California. Fatima has trained hundreds of youth nationwide. She is a dedicated trainer who has had significant impact on the lives of young people throughout her exceptional training abilities. Please help me welcome to the stage to receive her award, Fatima. And our final Agent of Change awardee is Stevie Johnson of Norma, Oklahoma. Stevie was the youngest Native American female to be accepted into CATCA's Trainer of the Trainers and has become one of our key trainers. She spoke at the Drug Free Kids campaign dinner we recently had, and she continues to advocate as the young voice in prevention. Please help me welcome to the stage Stevie. Now we are pleased to honor some adult trainers that have been supporting our phenomenal youth for years and years. These three individuals have helped to nurture and mentor CATCA youth all over the globe, literally all over the globe. Their passion and dedication to their work has left an indelible legacy, and their contribution to youth empowerment and drug prevention will be felt for years. Because of their incredible work in training the next generation of prevention leaders, they are being honored today as our mentorship and legacy awardees, three of our very, very best. I would like to bring to the stage and congratulate them, Yvonne Stobman, Alex Cook, and Melanie Peskai. Please come on up. Okay. Want me on that side? Over there?
One, cleaning up corruption and restoring integrity in government yesterday. The second hearing was held on H.R. 1, which will reduce the role of big, dark money so that the people's interest, not the special interest, will have a stronger voice. In addition, we've had 2 hearings, really the first in 8 years, on climate change, and one in the Committee of Energy and Commerce, the first time they've had a hearing in 8 years on natural resources as well, now that the Democrats are in the majority. And I was pleased yesterday to appoint this Select Committee on Climate. But before I go to that, I was very disappointed that in the State of the Union address there was no mention of violence in our country caused by the proliferation of guns. And we have our H.R. 8, which we will be bringing to the floor. We had our hearing this week on that legislation. It will be marked up, and that will be sent to the floor, hopefully this month. Yesterday, as I mentioned, I appointed the Select Committee on Climate. There's lots of excitement. I said that this Select Committee will have a leading role in taking testimony, building current information on solutions to the climate crisis, but that would be a Congress-wide initiative. As I mentioned, 2 of our committees have already, subcommittees have already had hearings, but we hope it will be all of the committees of jurisdiction will be very involved in it, and that's the impression that I have. There's all kinds of ideas coming forward. We welcome all of them as they highlight the importance of this existential threat to the planet. In our committee, the work will be to address, to find solutions. It's not a legislative committee. It will be its recommendations, as other recommendations, will be referred to the committees of legislative committees of jurisdiction. But it's a public health issue, clean air, clean water for our children. It's a national security issue when it comes to preventing climate-driven instability. It's an economic and jobs issue, good-paying jobs, keeping America preeminent in green technologies in the world. And it is, in my view, a moral responsibility, if you believe, as do I, that this planet is God's creation and we have a moral responsibility to be good stewards of it. Or if you don't share that religious view, but you just understand that we have a generational moral responsibility to pass the planet on to the next generation in the best possible way, then it has that standing as well. So it's health, security, jobs, and again, preserving God's creation. It is, as at top hand, of course, the conference that is going on now to pass legislation that will, again, keep government open. I don't think that is a question. But anyway, to protect our borders as we protect our values. I have confidence in the appropriators, not because I know what they're doing, but because I have confidence in the appropriations process, being an appropriator myself, knowing left to their own devices, as I've said over and over again, that the appropriators, in a bipartisan way and a bicameral way, House and Senate, can come to a fair conclusion, which I would support. I hope I have asked the administration to be as non-interventionist as I am on that. Just let them do their work. And hopefully that we'll get some good news in a short period of time, and certainly in time for the deadline of February 15th. Any questions? Okay, who hasn't had a question lately? Yes.
2 questions on trade, if I could.
Yes, ma'am.
One, I was wondering if you support the Bicameral Congressional Trade Authority Act of 2019 to try to reclaim some of the trade authority for Congress. And also, I was wondering what, if any, are the elements of the USMCA that are concerning to you?
Well, 2 questions. One, first of all, I really haven't seen that legislation, but I do support reclaiming some of Congress's. It is Congress's prerogative. We have given some of that authority to the president, and there is legislation here that I am familiar with that would give him even more authority, and I don't support that. The concerns that we have about, and hopefully they're resolvable, because I'm optimistic always, with the, what are we calling it now, U.S., Mexico, Canada, I don't know if it has an acronym, formerly known as NAFTA, but not NAFTA. The concerns center around workers' rights, center around the environment, center around prescription drug prices. Those are some of the subjects, but the overarching issue is enforcement. You can have the best language on any subject in a bill, but if you don't have the enforcement provisions very strongly spelled out, not as a sidebar, not as a side letter, but central to the treaty, then there's a problem. So I believe that the trade representative has been most accommodating and being available for members. Hopefully he'll come to answer some questions soon, but we've had good rapport with Mr. Lighthouser. I believe that the committees of jurisdiction, that being the Ways and Means Committee largely, will be having sessions with members so that members can see what is in the legislation, what we'd like to see in the legislation, and how we can be supportive of it. I have always thought that this was probably one of the easier trade agreements to come to agreement on, but so far we're not there yet. Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned your committees are getting to work, but the president says your committees are going nuts, that it amounts to unlimited presidential harassment. Is there any concern that you're in danger of appearing like you're overreaching?
Let me just say that I want to make it a rule, and you don't have to come if you don't want to, but I am not commenting on what the president has to say about our work. I always think that whatever the president says about us, he's projecting his own unruliness. He's a projector, and that's what it's about. I'm very proud of the work of our committees. Even the Republicans have complimented the committees on being wise in how they proceed in terms of subpoenas and the rest. We will not surrender our constitutional responsibility for oversight. That would make us delinquent in our duties. So I'm not going to respond to any characterization or mischaracterization of the president who I mean, it's just not going there. But I do think if he's using the word unruly, it's a projection of his own administration. Ms. Nancy.
How important do you think it is for the public to see the president's tax returns?
I think overwhelmingly the public wants to see the president's tax returns. And so they want to know the truth. They want to know the facts. And he has nothing to hide. I'll just tell you this and go on from there. Because we have important work to do, and we have important judgments to make, and we need information to make those judgments. So I was walking through a kitchen. You know, that's how I usually go to events. I haven't been in a hotel lobby in I don't know how long because we go through the garage to the kitchen and this and that. So I was on Martin Luther King Day in San Francisco going through the kitchen to go to the event for the breakfast, and one of the waiters, one of the people working in the kitchen said to me, I have to tell you this. When the president says that the Mueller investigation is going on too long, you just say back to him, not as long as your tax audit, Mr. President. I thought those were words of wisdom. Yes, ma'am.
Some have said that you haven't moved fast enough on the tax returns, trying to demand them. What do you say to those critics?
You have to be very, very careful as you go forward. As I said, we are in our first month. The committees have been appointed. They have organized. They are prioritizing their work. And in terms of the tax return, it's not a question of just sending a letter. You have to do it in a very careful way. And the chairman of the committee will be doing that. So I know that there's impatience because people want to know. That answers the question. But we have to do it in a very careful way. Yeah. Yes, Chad?
Good morning. With everything that's been going on with Virginia, the governor, the lieutenant governor, the attorney general here, Virginia's a swing state, important politically. You won several states there in the House. Does what's going on, does that filter down and damage the national Democratic brand in any way?
No, it does not. No, they will resolve Virginians will resolve their issues that they have there. It's sad because they have some very talented leaders there, but they have to have the confidence of the electorate, and they have to have the confidence of the legislature that they have to work with. But I'll leave that up to them. I have enough to do here without getting involved in the affairs of Virginia. Yes, Charles?
May Madam Speaker, today a number of Democrats unveiled their Green New Deal proposal.
They will,
it's
yes.
quite wide-ranging. They're talking about curbing air travel. They're talking about retrofitting every building in the country. What's your reaction to that? And can you talk about your own approach to climate legislation, and is it informed by the experience you had in 2009 and 2010 with the Clean Energy and Security Act?
I thank you for the question, because many of you don't know, but when I was Speaker, my flagship issue under President Bush was climate, addressing the climate crisis and increasing energy independence for our country. Under President Bush, in a bipartisan way, we passed one of the biggest energy bills in the history of our country. It was like taking millions of cars off the road, raising the emission standards, and many good features in it, including a compromise between us. He wanted nuclear, I wanted renewables. We came to agreement and had a magnificent signing ceremony. Many of the authorities that President Obama used as president to address the issues of pollution and climate were authorities that were in that legislation. So I'm very, very proud of that. So now, when we lost the majority, the Republicans dismantled all of the greening of the Capitol, some of the leadership symbols that we wanted to put out there, but also some of the policies that we had. So here we are again. I'm forming a select committee. It's a different world since then. Technology has advanced, so information is available and communicated more readily. We will have to be up to date in terms of hearing from our national security experts on the challenges to stability in the world that a climate crisis, and I can go into detail if you want me to. But in addition to that, it's a jobs issue, as I said, making us preeminent in the world in terms of green technologies. And as we build the infrastructure, which is part of our For the People agenda, we want to do so in a green, informed way. So, and it's a public health issue. It's clean air, clean water, a moral issue to leave the planet in better shape than we found it as we go forward.
To follow up, is the Green New Deal proposal a useful baseline?
Quite frankly, I haven't seen it, but I do know that it's enthusiastic, and we welcome all the enthusiasms that are out there. The purpose, though, of this select committee and the tasking that I have given to the committees of jurisdiction, I didn't even really have to task them. They had their own enthusiasms for it, was, though, that we would have a evidence-based, well-defined approach to how we go forward to make a difference. Because even then, in 2007, when we passed the first energy bill, but then continuing that debate under President Obama, it was getting too late. And now we're well past that time. So time is of the essence. We welcome the enthusiasm that is there. The Green New Deal points out the fact that the public is much more aware of the challenge that we face, and that is a good thing, because the public sentiment will help us pass the most bold common denominator, the bold initiatives with the interest in, again, saving the planet while we create jobs, protect the health of our children, and pass the planet on in a very serious way. I'm very excited about it all, and I welcome the Green New Deal and any other proposals that people have out there. Thank you all very much. Thank
you. Prophecy situation that the Department of Justice has said this to itself and therefore will not indict a president, and therefore you never have the chance to review that in a court. Well, as Justice John Marshall said, it's the third branch of government, the courts, that decide what the law is. Some court needs to decide whether or not the president can be indicted or not. If I were making a bet, I'd put my money down on the president can be indicted when you look at the Nixon cases and the Clinton investigation and so forth. We all know that the purpose of the Office of Legal Counsel at the Department of Justice is to take the most executive-friendly position possible. That is why they are there. To defer to that as this Attorney General nominee has said he will, and to provide for no review in the judiciary of that concern, and he's provided no assurance that he would do that, is to simply disable the Constitution in favor of an unelected group of folks within the Department of Justice with a significant conflict of interest in the fight between executive and legislative power because they represent the executive. We also have the problem of coherence and independence with the Mueller investigation, and I have to say I thought that former Attorney General Barr's top lines on this issue were terrific. I was ready to applaud at some of the stuff that he said. But once you got down below the top line, once you got into the weeds, once you got into the question, for instance, of, let's just say that unindictability doctrine is viewed as making the president an uncharged person within the meaning of the rule that we do not disclose derogatory information against uncharged persons. Now you have another self-fulfilling prophecy. And we in Congress would be prevented from having access to that investigative information, and the public would because of that circularity. I specifically asked that question before. Senator Graham encouraged me to follow it up. I did. We got a letter back that is completely non-responsive. So I have to draw the adverse conclusion from that. Equally, because we have done nothing to provide a meaningful process or definition of what executive privilege is, what stands out there is the prospect that once the Mueller report is concluded, the White House counsel will say, well, that's a nice report, but we view it as all protected by executive privilege. And so Congress can't see it. Well, what I view of Mr. Barr's record is that he would support that assertion. I can't think of an assertion of executive privilege or executive power where he's found any real limits. So I don't see him as somebody who would be helpful in these four looming constitutional battles, and therefore I will not be able to vote for him. With respect to this vast array of judges who are coming forward, let me just make a point I've made before. The talking point is that these are conservative judges. My view is that that is mistaken terminology. If you look at the decisions that many of these judges make once they get into office, there is nothing conservative about them. The doctrine of judicial modesty is dishonored frequently. The doctrine of stare decisis is dishonored frequently and even made fun of by Justice Alito. The doctrine of originalism is dishonored frequently. I don't even concede the legitimacy of the doctrine of originalism. But for those who believe in it, at least adhere to your own principles. They don't. And they engage in fact-finding. Frequently, they engage in fact-finding. Appellate judges aren't supposed to agree to engage in fact-finding, and particularly when the facts that they find are false facts, but essential to the outcome of the decision. And we see this over and over and over again. At the same time that we see this pattern of conservative judicial doctrines being dishonored over and over again, we also see special interest funding and manipulation of the process. We see judges whose selection has been controlled and manipulated through the Federalist Society, which does not disclose its donors and how that was all paid for and what internal vetting was done. We see the confirmation process for these judges driven by the Judicial Crisis Network, which had a single $17.9 million donor. And we have no idea who that $17.9 million donor was. That's something we ought to know. We see arguments made before our courts by amicus curiae who don't disclose their donors either. But you can draw some pretty sensible conclusions about who the likely big donors are, and then what do you see? You see those interests being big winners in those courts. As I've said before, as I said in the Kavanaugh hearings, as I will continue to say, the Roberts Court, since he became Chief Justice, has launched innumerable 5-4 decisions, actually not innumerable, 79 5-4 decisions, that are partisan, as I define it. The 5 Republicans hang together and go one way, no Democrat will follow them. Of those 79, 6 are more or less random. It's going to happen on its own sometimes. In the other 73, there is a clearly identifiable and articulable Republican big donor interest. And in those 73 partisan 5-4 decisions that Chief Justice Roberts has led on the United States Supreme Court, the win record of those big Republican donor interests is 73-0. Please don't tell me you're calling balls and strikes. So I see a pattern in circuit judges and in Supreme Court judges who come through this process that they are expected to reliably rule in favor of polluters and against the regulators who would constrain pollution, in favor of the gun industry, even where the argument was described by a previous Supreme Court Chief Justice as a fraud, to support and enhance the scourge of dark money in our politics, because that is how these big special interests exert their power, to suppress voters who would turn out for Democrats, whether it's through gerrymandering or through limiting of the Voting Rights Act, and a personal favorite, to make sure that they protect corporations from liability and discovery in courts and before juries. That's a pretty distinct group of interests. It's a pretty distinct group of wins. And it's time that we clean this mess up. And to call these judges conservatives, I think, is a misnomer. We are looking at essentially a special interest capture of the court, and I, for one, am tired of it.
Thank you. Just one comment about Mr. Barr. You raised a point that I thought was a good point about the scope of executive privilege in terms of the Mueller report. Here's what Mr. Barr told me, that he would not allow executive privilege to be used as a reason to cover up wrongdoing. I'll hold him to that. Mr. Kennedy, Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to say a word first about General Barr. I listened carefully to Senator Lee and to all my Democratic friends. I think we all have seen presidents, both Democratic and Republican, appoint people who, in our judgment, are political hacks. Doesn't happen often, but it happens. From one point of view, that's okay, because presidents elected by the people are entitled to surround themselves with advisors of his or her choice. I do not think that any fair-minded person could call Bill Barr a political hack. I just don't. I have, like all of you, I take this job seriously. I read FBI reports. I read their law review articles. I read their resumes. And I'm impressed with Bill Barr. I think he's extremely intelligent. I think he reveres the law. I think he enjoys the law. We all know lawyers that some of whom make a lot of money. They don't really love the law. It's a job. I don't think Bill Barr is like that. I think, I'm not saying he hasn't made a lot of money. He has, because he's good at what he does. But I think he reveres the law and the rule of the law, and I think that's important for Attorney General, because we all know that an Attorney General is different. It's not like appointing somebody Homeland Security Secretary. That's not a criticism of Homeland Security, very important job, but Attorney General is different. The second reason I think Bill Barr wants to be Attorney General, he doesn't have to do it at this point in his career.
Whoever brought this, is he?
I think he's worried about the Justice Department, and he's worried about the FBI.
With good reason.
Sooner or later, I don't know when, but it'll happen. What happened at the Justice Department and at the FBI in 2016 will come out. I wish President Trump would declassify, properly redacted, all of the documents so that all of us can see what happened. All of us can make our own judgment about whether those two agencies were politicized in 2016. I'm not saying they were or they weren't, but the American people are entitled to know. Because I've always believed, and I want to continue to believe, that the FBI, for example, is the premier law enforcement agency in all of human history. And I think Bill Barr wants to go, not from a political approach or angle, but he wants to go and try to help justice and the FBI, to the extent that you think it needs to happen, be rehabilitated. The disclosure of Mr. Mueller's report. To some extent, it's an academic issue. To some extent, it's a very important issue. I say it's just an academic issue because we all know it's going to leak. The only question is whether it leaks in toto or it just leaks in part, but it's going to leak. Having said that, I think that the Justice Department would be better off just disclosing it once it's written. I know that Senator Grassley and Senator Blumenthal have a bill to make sure that happens. I'm going to vote for it. I'm reading the bill. I may even co-sponsor it. The American people are entitled to see the facts and judge for themselves. I know that there's some people in Washington, D.C., present company excluded, that think they're smarter and more virtuous than the American people, and that the American people somehow aren't smart enough or experienced enough to handle the truth. Nothing could be further from the truth. I have said this before, and I'll keep saying it. The American people, most of them, it's true, don't read Aristotle every day. They don't have time. They're earning a living. But they're plenty smart, and if you give them the facts, they'll draw their own conclusions. Let me say a word about the questions we ask our nominees, because Senator Lee made a very good point, as did Senator Whitehouse. I'm not going to judge what either of them said. I'll just tell you my perspective. I think it's appropriate that this committee be able to ask nominees about their beliefs, including religious beliefs. If a nominee doesn't want to answer, if a nominee wants to say that's too private, I think that's the nominee's prerogative. I'm not sure I'd want to come before this committee and talk about my religious beliefs, but I think you ought to be able to ask. I think within reason, you ought to be able to ask a nominee anything you want to ask them. And I think this is what Mike was saying. What I don't think you should be able to do is to vote against a nominee because of his or her political beliefs. And I don't want to believe anybody on this committee would do that. But we've already been, in a de facto way, precluded from asking some nominees what they think about the law, in the sense that we can't ask them because they're not going to answer. Well, tell me about this case. Did you think it was properly decided? You don't have to tell me whether you agree with me or not, but what did you think about the reasoning? What did you think about the precedent? Now they won't tell you. I think that's a mistake, but I get it. In terms of the list of judges, I bet every one of you agrees with me on this. There are people that if I were President of the United States, I would not nominate on this list.
That's right, yeah.
Not necessarily because they're bad people, but because I think there might be better people. And I think I'm the only Republican that's actually voted against one of the president's nominees. Not because I thought he wasn't qualified, I thought he had a conflict. Now, some of the others have been pulled down that I would have voted against. But I'm not president of the United States. And I don't want to be. I wouldn't have the job. And presidents are entitled to nominate whomever they want to. And it's our job to advise and consent. And I don't think the standard is, well, would this woman or this man be my first choice? I think the standard is, and I don't think the standard is, what do you believe? Or who have you advocated, or what have you advocated in the past? Because when I practiced law, I'm going to hush in a minute, Lindsay. When I practiced law, when clients came to me, I didn't get to say, well, the position that you're taking is wrong. I don't agree with it. We're going to do it my way. I could do that, but then they wouldn't pay me.
Senator, if you could maybe do it in the next minute so we can keep on schedule here.
Okay, I will. The last point I want to make, I really worry about the what's happening with our judiciary. I mean, Congress is political. We know that. The presidency is political. We know that. We expect it to be political. That's not pejorative. But I'm really worried about the judiciary being politicized, not by these nominees, but by all of us, because it's almost we're debating how a judge is going to vote in a particular situation, and that's not, they're not super legislators. And I don't know what to do about it, but it concerns me, and I think it's having an impact on the way the American people view the independence of the judiciary. I'm sorry I went on so long, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Senator Kennedy. Senator Klobuchar.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I have concerns about several of the judicial nominees that are up today, but I'm going to take my time to discuss what I consider the most important nomination, and that is the nomination for Attorney General in Mr. Barr. I share Senator Durbin and Senator Whitehouse's views about Mr. Barr's family, about his clear respect for the Justice Department as an institution. Most of his family members went on to work in the Justice Department, and agree with Sheldon Whitehouse that some of the things that he said about respecting Mr. Mueller and the continuation of that investigation were positive moments in the hearing. But we cannot simply view this nomination in a vacuum. We have to look at the context in which he is nominated, and we also have to look at the context of the time that we are in. The nomination comes at a time when there are investigations by a special counsel and multiple U.S. attorneys' offices over which Mr. Barr would oversee into the President of the United States and his associates that involve campaign finance violations and an attempt by a foreign adversary to interfere in our elections, for starters. And when I refer to the President of the United States, I mean the campaign, which he was part of, and also some of the individual matters that were being investigated out of New York. To date, this investigation has led to indictments or guilty pleas from over 30 people and 3 companies, including 7 former advisors to the president. This investigation goes to the heart of the integrity of our justice system and to the heart of the integrity of our elections. That's why it's essential that Special Counsel Mueller and so many of us on both sides of the aisle on this committee have stated that we believe that that investigation should be allowed to be continued and that he should be allowed to finish his work free of any political interference. Now, the president has made it clear in his past statements and tweets, particularly about former Attorney General Sessions, a former member of this committee, about what kind of an Attorney General he wants. He wants someone who will be his lawyer. And I believe that should worry us when, in fact, we know what the jurisdiction and the focus of the Attorney General of the United States should be. and that is to be the people's lawyer, the person who upholds the rule of law and makes sure it is applied equally no matter who you are. Mr. Barr has made clear that if he is confirmed, he's going to take over the supervision of the special counsel's investigation. That means he will oversee the special counsel's budget, the scope of the investigation, and will ultimately receive the results of the special counsel's investigation. And that is in addition to the Attorney General overseeing the related investigations by the U.S. Attorney's Office that don't have those special counsel regulations in place. But even though many of my colleagues asked him to pledge to make the special counsel's report public, and he had some language in which he pledged that he would consider doing that, he didn't fully commit to do that at a time when this nation needs transparency and at a time when our country needs the information, not just in this committee, not just in the halls of Congress, but for secretaries of states in local states across the country so that they know exactly what happened, so that law enforcement knows what happened when a foreign country tried to influence our election. No one is going to want to keep this information secret, and they shouldn't if they believe in the Constitution and this country. The Attorney General can make the Justice Department's rules and regulations and issue the guidance that would make the difference between transparency and facts never seeing the light of day. So the Office of the Legal Counsel guidance that a sitting president can't be indicted, the department's practice of not releasing information when it decides not to prosecute someone, and even the special counsel regulations are all within the Attorney General's power to keep or to change. And that is the heart of the matter. In our system of government, the Attorney General doesn't just have great powers, but has great responsibilities. And that is why we must look not only to this nominee's qualifications and his family and his work in the past, which is impressive, but we must look at his judgment to see if he can be the kind of Attorney General that we need right now in this nation's history. His 19-page memo, to me, tells it all. In his memo, he expresses, not for the first time, his alarming views of the president's powers. Here is one of them, and I quote, "The president's law enforcement powers extend to all matters, including those in which he has a personal stake." Mr. Barr doesn't cite statutes or cases or history or even the Federalist Papers. He just says it as if it's obvious. And as this committee heard from experts on executive power, that's far from obvious. It is out of the mainstream. Let's be clear about this and what it means. Mr. Barr believes that a president gets to supervise an investigation into his or her own conduct. And Mr. Barr's views on executive power are also well known, not just from this 19-page memo, but also from his past actions. And they give me grave doubts about his respect for Congress's power and responsibilities when it comes to overseeing the executive branch. This is not a time in our history, and I say this to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, where Congress should be abdicating our responsibilities or shirking our duties. Not when it comes to national security, not when it comes to foreign relations, not when it comes to the nation's budget, and not when it comes to the oversight of law and order for this country. This is not the time to install an Attorney General who has repeatedly espoused a view of unfettered executive power. A few years ago, I got to visit the Carter Presidential Library in Atlanta. And there, I went there honestly because Walter Mondale was his vice president. And I was the only person in that library that kept looking for Walter Mondale memorabilia. But there was a very clear moment where Walter Mondale, friend of Senator Feinstein, where his presence was known. And that was a quote that was etched on the wall of the Carter Presidential Library. And it was Mondale's words when he looked back at their administration after they had lost the election. And he said this. He said, "We told the truth, We obeyed the law. We kept the peace. I believe that's the minimum standard that we should hold any administration to. There are always horrors from the world that comes at a president or at an administration. There are always decisions that have to be made that are difficult, that are doubted, that aren't right. But at the minimum, they should be upholding the law. They should be obeying the law. They should be telling the truth. And they should be trying to keep the peace. So that is what concerns me about putting this particular nominee in place. When I look at that memo, when I look at history, and I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that if he is confirmed, despite my opposition, that he will go in there and uphold the law. But I ask my colleagues, if you decide to vote for him, which it sounds like you are, that you hold him to that standard. We will be trying over here, but this is not a time to mess around with the Constitution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hirano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, we are not in the business of censoring each other's questions to nominees or falsely assigning motives that don't exist. There is no religious test for nominees on this committee, and to suggest otherwise is, to quote my friend from Utah, wildly inappropriate. I'm glad that we agree that it is a perfectly legitimate inquiry by members of this committee to ask whether a nominee's religious views can be set aside for judicial objectivity. So there's agreement on that. Getting to the nominees before us today, I spoke last week to explain my reasons for opposing the nomination of William Barr to be Donald Trump's Attorney General. And this week I'd like to focus on some of the 44 nominees on this markup agenda that are part of this administration's effort to pack our federal courts with ideologically driven nominees. Who gets on the federal courts for life is high stakes. Just ask the Federalist Society and the Heritage Foundation, who have spent decades and lots of money placing people who are on their ideological page on our federal courts. That the vast majority, over 80% of Trump's nominees are members of the Federalist Society is no accident. More than 80% of the nominees that this committee has dealt with are members of the Federalist Society, and yet, less than 4% of all American lawyers are Federalist Society members.
Exciting.
Court packing is proceeding apace. Too many of these nominees have spent their careers opposing the rights of women, minorities, the LGBTQ community, and Americans who need affordable health care. Many of the nominees have not provided the kind of assurances necessary to reassure the country that they can separate their personal views and ideology from the responsibility to be fair and impartial. And just sitting here saying to us, we will follow the law, we will follow Supreme Court precedent, that is what they all say. That is not the kind of reassurance that suffices, in my view, to ensure that they can set aside their very strongly held views as they decide cases before them. And some of the most controversial judicial nominees from the last Congress are back on the agenda. I'd like to mention my objections to some of them to illustrate my opposition to so many of these nominees. Wendy Vitter, nominated to the Eastern District of Louisiana. She promoted outrageous conspiracy theories that abortion causes breast cancer and birth control pills make, and to quote her, choose partners who share a similar genetic profile, causing them to lose interest in sex and become more likely to be the victims of violent assault and murder, end quote. That is one of the most outrageous kinds of beliefs to try and perpetrate, but she did so. Kenneth Bell for the Western District of North Carolina. Mr. Bell has taken extreme views on a topic that may come before him where he will have to decide without prejudgment. In a letter to the editor in a local paper, he criticized an article defending abortion, which, by the way, is protected by the United States Constitution, stating, quote, either the unborn is a mass of cells worthy of no more consideration than a hangnail, or it is a child which may not be killed. There is no middle ground, end quote. Carl Nichols for the District of Columbia. Mr. Nichols defended pharmacies seeking to use religious objections to avoid dispensing emergency contraception, not a position showing any understanding of the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution under Supreme Court precedent. Michael Troncalli of the Eastern District of Texas is an ideological activist against voting rights, abortion, and immigration. He gave public speeches using the widely debunked myth of in-person voter fraud to justify Texas's draconian voter ID laws. Mr. Troncalli accused Wendy Davis, the former Democratic candidate for governor of Texas, of wanting, quoting, quote, him, to kill babies 5 months into term, end quote, and asserted that her, quote, claim to fame is that she, quote, kills little girls. Mr. Troncalli also displayed a shocking and simplistic view of poverty and a disturbing lack of compassion for the poor. He suggested that poverty is a mindset. Poverty is a mindset, as though poor people, it's all in their minds that they want to be in that position. And he wrote that American society has changed from self-reliant to a society of leeches, dependents, who are looking for handouts. As a person who grew up in what I would deem poverty, I certainly was not a leech looking for handouts. Chad Wheeler, for the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. As a political appointee in Donald Trump's Justice Department, he has defended many of this president's most disturbing policies, including the inhumane separation of families at the border and use of the courts to dismantle the Affordable Care Act's protections of those with pre-existing conditions. Patrick Wyrick, who is a 37-year-old nominee for the Western District of Oklahoma. Mr. Wyrick has spent his short legal career trying to undermine environmental protections, women's reproductive rights, workers' rights, and Native American sovereignty. When he defended Oklahoma's controversial death penalty by lethal injection in the Supreme Court, Justice Sotomayor called him out for his misstatements of fact. And during oral argument, Justice Sotomayor told him, quote, I am substantially disturbed that in your brief you made factual statements that were not supported by the cited of those sources that, in fact, directly contradicted. So nothing you say or read to me am I going to believe, frankly, until I see it with my own eyes. The context. We should not have a judge who doesn't state facts accurately before the United States Supreme Court, no less. Nor should we have judges who come with firm personal views about issues they may have to rule fairly on. Matthew Kacsmaryk for the Northern District of Texas. As Deputy Attorney Counsel for the First Liberty Institute, Mr. Kacsmaryk has devoted his working life to making sure that his clients are free to discriminate while hiding under the guise of advocating for religious freedom. He urged the Supreme Court in Obergefell v. Hodges to rule that there is no nationwide right to same-sex marriage. Mr. Kacsmaryk argued for employers who objected on religious grounds to providing contraceptive coverage as part of the health care required under the ACA. He complained in an interview about the, quote, imposition of a secular judgment on an essentially sacred question, end quote, in the contraceptive mandate case, forgetting entirely to mention that the use of contraception is constitutionally protected, as I noted, by previous Supreme Court decisions. Mr. Kacsmaryk also urged the Supreme Court to allow a Virginia school board to require students to use the restroom corresponding to their biological genders, and a state labor and industry board on Oregon to let a bakery refuse to make same-sex wedding cakes. It seems there is no right sought by women or LGBTQ
so that's
people
all
that
a great
Mr. Kacsmaryk
achievement.
won't trample
And
in the name
in this
of religious
administration,
freedom.
It is a busy day in the world of news, and you came right to the great spot, because here on Fox 10 Extra News Now, we are covering it all for you today here on News Now. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to cover the top stories and headlines, as always, from across the country, and we got you covered right here on News Now. I'm your host, Mike Page, alongside Ron Hoon. Happy Thursday, everybody. A lot going on.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Where do you want to start, Mike?
Let's just go with the markets really quick right now, because they are nosediving right there, down 357 points there.
What do you think's happening?
All right. Well, what is happening is Larry Kudlow, one of the economic advisors for President Trump, he said earlier today, this morning, that China trade talks, they're not as close as some investors originally thought. And because of that, we are seeing right now the market taking a dive there, down 367 points there, continues to fall deep in the red there. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the day here for you on News Now. It could even plummet a little more than that. And then then we also monitoring Kellyanne Conway. She is speaking right before Vice President Mike Pence. He will be talking in Washington, D.C. today, talking about drug trafficking in the United States. We'll cover that for you as well here on News Now. And then in a little bit, we are going to get you all squared away on the latest on the Elizabeth Warren controversy. What did she say yesterday, and how can she try to backpedal out of this one now? We'll keep an eye on that story here for you as well. But here is a live look at beautiful downtown Phoenix there in the distance. We got you all squared away here on News Now.
You know, here's the thing. You can, any member of Congress, the House or the Senate, you can choose to have or not have, say, an impromptu news conference, pretty much on any topic you want.
Really,
I mean, reporters are roaming the halls.
Yep, they're waiting for you.
They're waiting. You can, all you have to do is go outside. And so yesterday, Elizabeth Warren starts, well, she has this discussion regarding the whatever it is, 1/500th or 1/1000th of a percent of Native American lineage. And it is so backfired on her. I think she thought, I'll release this. I will prove that I have a very small amount of Native American heritage in my family's background, actual lineage, and it'll put it to rest. It was probably the worst decision she could have possibly made, because she's still apologizing, and I guess the bigger part of the story is this. She gets asked a couple of questions that we just thought we'd mention to you real quick. One is this: can you tell us if there's any more out there? And she says, I cannot guarantee that you're not going to be seeing more of this kind of paperwork, because she had filled it out. They're not denying it's her handwriting, where it asked what her background was, and she said Native American. So it looks like there could be some more documents out there. It's almost like an invitation right? For people to start researching her background more. And you just don't know what's going to come out next, but it'll, therefore, if, let's say, one document is discovered today, that's going to be the story going into tomorrow. Here's somebody who was really thought, I think, early on to maybe be one of the front runners for the Democrats, who, from what we understand, according to our sources at Fox, was going to be announcing her candidacy this weekend. Well, now that's...
It's hard to announce when you got to continue to try to apologize and apologize, right?
Correct.
And Ron, this is something that has gone back since the 1980s for her.
I know. Yeah. And, you know, I was thinking about it, Mike. It would actually be so simple for her. I mean, you can play into whatever it is the media is asking you, or you can choose not to. She's already done her apologies. When she held this impromptu news conference in the halls of Congress yesterday, well, you know, I don't understand why she simply didn't say, I've already addressed that issue. What I want to talk about is, and then fill in the blank. The inequality in the economic system of America, the fat cats on Wall Street getting fatter by the day, whatever it is. I mean, you would think she's savvy enough to control the direction of the narrative, but she just can't.
No.
Yeah.
It really ran away from her. And I mean, even if she was going to announce, remember when about a month ago she put out that really bizarre Instagram video of her talking with her husband, and she was drinking a beer about maybe doing this exploratory committee. Bizarre stuff.
Yeah. No, I know. And so you don't know really who's advising her.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this: the second question that got asked was. A reporter said to her, in light of all of these reports, and you know, it just seems to keep unfolding, at this point, are you going to cancel your plans to run for president? She looks at the reporter and says, thank you.
Yeah, and that's it. And she walked away.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, maybe she can still get a hold of the narrative.
Right.
The problem is, I mean, Kamala Harris just keeps kind of knocking it out of the ballpark, right? Haven't seen a lot of negative headlines about her. So, you know, you got to keep up with the competition, as it were. Now, also interesting, Klobuchar, Amy Klobuchar.
Yes.
Now, you're not. It may not be a big household word in this part of the country, out here in the West, but in the Midwest, I think she's pretty well known. And it looks like, to me, Mike, she's trying to position herself in the middle ground as more of a centrist who might run for president, because I just saw her show on Fox. Somebody asked her, there was a Fox reporter in the hallway a couple of days ago, so is it true? Are you going to be announcing this weekend up there in the Twin Cities? And she said, I don't know, but I'd love to have Fox there. I mean, she's not running away from Fox, realizing, Mike, listen to this. When the numbers came out of the total viewers who watched the State of the Union.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say here.
Oh, I know.
It was 11 point something million on Fox.
It was a runaway.
It was a runaway. All the other channels had much, much, much lower numbers. I mean, millions and millions lower.
Yep.
All the way down to CNN at about the bottom. And the question is, I think she's being pretty smart here. Sure, she's a Democrat.
Gotta go where the numbers are.
You know what? If you feel like you can get a fair shake from, there's so many journalists who will give you a fair shake on Fox. Think of Chris Wallace.
Yeah.
Think of Brett Baer. Think of, like I said, she was on Martha McCallum's show. One after another. Don't be afraid of Fox, and you know, spend some time on the network. You can reach a much vaster, wider audience than you can anywhere else.
Oh, sure.
Anywhere else.
Those numbers really did show it there.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have a number of people who are more left-leaning who just won't do it.
No.
So we'll see how it goes for her. Rollout of her campaign looks like Sunday.
Yeah, looks like Sunday is the day. All right, in other news here, the president says it is presidential harassment what the House Democrats are trying to do with him when they want to now really look into his finances, now that they have control of the House.
Sure. They've been after his tax returns forever.
Yeah.
And so it's probably not a shock. There. By the way, here's Adam Schiff. What did he call Adam Schiff yesterday? A political hack who's just trying to make a name for himself. We haven't heard any response yet from the congressman. But the president is no fan of his, that's for sure. But you said there's one part of the story that's a little surprising. It's not just Donald Trump's taxes they want to investigate.
They also want to look into the VP, Mike Pence, his taxes there as well. So there's going to be a hearing today happening at noon our time. House Ways and Means and Committee. They're now under House control. They're going to be talking about President Trump's tax returns, and they also want to see, hey, we want to see the vice president's as well.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
What kind of precedent does that set?
Well, if you're one of those two gents, not a good one. But you know, the president's been fighting it all along.
Right.
I don't know if it's just a fishing expedition or if they think they might have something there when it comes to Mike Pence, or there's a third alternative. Whether A, it's a fishing expedition, or B, they think maybe they've got something there. And the other alternative, option 3, is maybe the investigations are in some measure designed to just make some of the prominent members of the administration raise questions about him, make him look bad. And if, you know, there's some people who are saying, well, if you actually impeach Donald Trump, then Mike Pence has a stronger hand on the presidency come 2020. Well, what if you're able to find some dirt on Pence too?
Right.
I'm not saying there's any out there, but that would then also put him in a situation where we're not going to have a Virginia situation, okay?
Yeah, I was just going to say, are we going to go the Virginia route?
Yeah, where 1, 2, and 3 are all in big trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to have that, because after number 1 and number 2, it's what most popular Democrats on Capitol Hill that would be third in line. Nancy Pelosi could be our president.
Yes.
What
a shakeup that would be.
Oh, man. Yeah, for sure. So.
And then if that would just say that would happen,
okay,
does she then get a whole new cabinet, or does the cabinet still got to stay in place that was with the president?
Oh, it would stay in place, but only for a very short period of time.
Can you believe how icy that would be?
Yeah, right. That first cabinet meeting, she'd walk in and say, "What are you still doing here?"
Yeah.
No, I think she would make a move very quickly in that regard. The almost surprising thing is that we don't have any, as far as I can tell so far, Mike, any major developments since you've been, now Mike goes on TV at 10, but you've been streaming for the last couple, 3 hours.
Yep.
Nothing new in the last 3 hours or so regarding Virginia.
Nothing.
Correct?
Nothing.
Yeah. It's just the headline that came out late in the day yesterday where the Lieutenant Governor, Justin Fairfax, did finally come out late in the day yesterday with a response to, by the way, in case you missed it, his accuser is, not only has she hired, according to the reports on Fox, the same attorney who represented Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. She is a doctor herself. Dr. Vanessa Tyson has come forward with some pretty detailed accounts of what she said was unwanted sex back at the Democratic Convention in 2004. His response is, reading Dr. Tyson's account is painful. I've never done anything like what she suggests. And I thought there was another statement where he basically said that she deserves to be heard. Oh, here we go. I take this situation seriously and continue to believe Dr. Tyson should be treated with respect, but I cannot agree to a description of events that is simply not true. So that's his denial. We'll see how it all plays out, but the top 3 in Virginia are still in big trouble, and it sounds like a lot of the pressure on them is actually maybe coming from other leaders within the Democratic Party who are concerned that it could cost the Democrats the control of the state house in Virginia later this year.
And do you think we could possibly see a Friday news dump on one of these resignations, or maybe 2?
I don't.
Like a 5 p.m. Usually 5 p.m. 4:50. They like to.
Yeah, they sure do. I don't think so. I get this vibe from this Ralph Northam guy, that despite this racist photo and his apology and then his denial and then his admission of a different incident, I get the impression that he feels like he was created to be the governor of Virginia, and he's not leaving. You know, they'd have to drag him out kicking and screaming. So I don't know.
Yeah, bizarre.
I mean, it would have to come up from. It'd have to come from the ground up. You'd have to have members of the legislature saying, "Well, Governor, you've got to go, or we will start impeachment proceedings."
Wow. Yeah. That is something. The saga there in Virginia continues on. We'll keep an eye on that one. But I got one more here story for you for the first 15 minutes here of the news. And it's a good one because, you know, when we watch the Super Bowl, a lot of people had squares, right?
Yes.
You get your squares. That way you get to watch it and think, okay, well, let's hope for a score. Let's not hope for a score.
Or you had a prop bet. How long was the national anthem going to be? Which team was going to go score first? All those things.
Right. Yeah. So fun stuff all the way around. But one guy is going to be really celebrating, or maybe he's already celebrating with his buddies. Because Ron, he only did a $2 bet.
Okay.
It was a $2 parlay prop bet. So this is stuff that has to happen in the game, and it has to happen exact.
Okay.
And the 2 things need to happen, or it's wiped out. Right.
Okay.
So he bet on the first pass from Tom Brady would be an interception.
Which it actually was.
Which it was.
Yeah.
And then
even though it kind of got tipped, I don't know if it's completely Brady's fault, but that doesn't matter. That was the bet you laid down.
Yes.
Okay.
And the next bet that had to come through was that the first quarter there would be no touchdowns in that quarter by any team. And it came, it was a 0-0 score.
Yeah, matter of fact, it was the first Super Bowl in history where at the end of 3 quarters there still hadn't been a touchdown scored. So this guy, he wins like big money?
Well, a $2 bet netted him $1,100. Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that. That's great.
Yeah. So let me just think here. If you put your money in the bank at 2% interest, your $2, I think you'd get 4 cents per year.
Yeah.
That's a bigger than usual return on investment there, Mike.
Yes, it is.
How to turn $2 into 1,000 or 1,100? That's amazing.
I bet he was just putting it out there. Okay, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm only putting $2, so now I bet he's thinking, why didn't I put $25 on it?
Oh my gosh!
$2.
Can you imagine? So 1,100. If he just put $20 on, that would have been $11,000.
Wow.
Oh,
good for him. Yeah, but good for him either way. You got
those kind of things happen.
Yeah, some going out money this weekend, no doubt.
We're not going to talk about the millions of people who are tearing up their tickets and walking away.
We're not going to say that. No.
Yeah, well, good for him.
There we go. Yeah. All right, Ron, thanks so much. Sure. Fastest 15 minutes of news always comes through. There we go, Ron. Thanks so much. And take a look at right now. Speaking of money there.
Mike, come on.
Don't be looking at the 401ks now today, folks. 355 down there in the red. We'll be back here. More news now coming up next.
Central too already. No go.
Well, folks, I woke up this morning and inside the house it was like 59 degrees, and I said, ooh-wee, it's going to be a cold one there. Take a look today, 56 degrees today, and another low of 37 degrees. That's why the house was so cold there. Friday, we warmed up just a little bit at 65 degrees in there, and you can see the rest of the weekend there looking nice in the mid-60s. Hi, everyone. Mike Pace here. Welcome back to News Now, continuing to always bring you these top stories and headlines from across the country, but right now we're going to go out to D.C. for President Trump spending some time earlier this morning for the National Prayer Breakfast. It's an annual event there. This is his third time speaking at that event there in Washington, D.C. Let's bring it to you right here on News Now.
I will never let you down. I can say that. Never. Thank you. I'm honored to be here with leaders from across the country and all around the world who are all united by a shared belief in the glory of God and the power of prayer. I want to thank Senator Coons and Senator Lankford for the introduction and for carrying on this wonderful and uplifting bipartisan tradition. Thank you both very much. Thank you, Senator. Thank you very much. We're thrilled to be joined by our tremendous Vice President, Mike Pence, along with our incredible Second Lady, Karen Pence. And by the way, I've gotten to know Karen so well. She is a Marine Corps mom, a tremendous woman, a proud supporter of military families, and she just recently went back to teaching art classes at a Christian school. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Terrific woman. We're also thankful to be joined by the countless faith leaders, foreign dignitaries, and members of Congress, along with many members of my cabinet, including Secretary Mike Pompeo, Sonny Perdue, Alex Acosta, Alex Azar, Ben Carson, Betsy DeVos, and Acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker. Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. And thanks also to Gary Hogan for those very powerful words and for rescuing people around the world from the bondage of human trafficking. You are truly doing the Lord's work, and as you know, our administration is doing everything we can to make your work easier. We're working very closely together. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gary. On Tuesday, it was my profound honor to address the nation from the House chamber of the State of the Union, and our union, as you heard me say, is very, very strong. As I said in my address, there is no limit to what we can achieve if we follow the path of cooperation, compromise, and common good. America's potential is unlimited because our extraordinary people are just something that is number one, no matter where you go. We have people, they love our country and they love their faith. We are graced by those extraordinary heroes. From Tuesday night, the SWAT officer, Timothy Matson, who graced and raced through a very, very bullet-filled doorway. He was shot many, many times. He's been operated on many times, and unfortunately, he's going back for more. But he was really stopped from having something as bad as it was. The Tree of Life Synagogue was a horrible, horrible event, and he really did do a job. He made it so much better. It was so good to see him. I saw him in the hospital, and he was suffering, and he's still suffering. But he told me the other night he is so proud to have been a part. He was just a great, great gentleman. We introduced him the other night. And the wonderful young girl, Grace, who overcame brain cancer, had no idea this was going to happen to her, and bravely rallied an entire community. And the intrepid soldiers who stormed the beaches of Normandy in the Allied liberation of Europe. On D-Day, all those warriors set out on their mission of liberation. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt led our nation in prayer. In a national radio address, President Roosevelt began with these solemn words. Almighty God, our sons, the pride of our nation, on this day have set upon a mighty endeavor, a struggle to preserve our republic, our religion, and our civilization. Since the founding of our nation, many of our greatest strides, from gaining our independence to abolition of civil rights, to extending the vote for women, have been led by people of faith and started in prayer. When we open our hearts to faith, we fill our hearts with love. Many of the people in this room lead in charities and faith-based institutions that bring hope to the lives of our citizens, comfort to those in despair, and solace to those in grief, aid to those in need, and a helping hand to the struggling people all around the world, of which there are so many. With us today are leaders involved with Prison Fellowship, started by the late Chuck Colson, a man transformed by leaders of this breakfast. Today, Prison Fellowship ministers to more than 300,000 prisoners across America, to help others like Alice Johnson and Matthew Charles, who we saw Tuesday night, transform their lives through the mercy and grace of God. And faith leaders helped us achieve historic, bipartisan, criminal justice reform. They've been wanting to do that for many, many years, and we all together got it done. We just passed the First Step Act into law. So thank you very much, everybody in the room, for that help. That was a very big thing for our country. America is a nation that believes in redemption. Every day, the people in this room demonstrate the power of faith to transform lives, heal communities, and lift up the forgotten. Some of those in this room are among the Muslim and Christian faith leaders from Minnesota who partnered to send millions of meals to Somalia last year. Also with us today are Catholics, evangelicals, and members of the Jewish faith who help build homes for our fellow citizens through Habitat for Humanity. As president, I will always cherish, honor, and protect the believers who uplift our communities and sustain our nation, to ensure that people of faith can always contribute to our society. My administration has taken historic action to protect religious liberty. Here with us this morning are Melissa and Chad Buck from Holt, Michigan. In 2009, they decided to adopt. Soon they got a call about 3 young siblings in a terribly abusive home. Melissa and Chad had only a few minutes to decide, and they said yes to all 3. Today, the Bucks have 5 beautiful adopted children. As Melissa has said, they are the sweetest, most lovable children. They have the most unique gifts. 2 of them have joined us for this breakfast, 10-year-old Max and 9-year-old Liz. To Max, Liz, and the entire Buck family, thank you for inspiring us all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Unfortunately, the Michigan adoption charity that brought the Buck family together is now defending itself in court for living by the values of its Catholic faith. We will always protect our country's long and proud tradition of faith-based adoption. My administration is working to ensure that faith-based adoption agencies are able to help vulnerable children find their forever families while following their deeply held beliefs. My administration is also speaking out against religious persecution around the world, including against religious minorities, Christians, and the Jewish community. This week, I appointed a new special envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism, and with us, thank you very much, Elan Carr. Thank you. Thank you very much. A very effective person. The courageous Holocaust survivors in the gallery on Tuesday night powerfully remind us and remind us all of our solemn pledge, never again. My administration is also continuing to fight for American hostages who have been imprisoned overseas for their religious beliefs. Last October, we reached an agreement with Turkey to release Pastor Andrew Brunson, who is now free and joins us here this morning. Where is Andrew? He was there for a long time before I got there, and I said, you got to let him out. You better let him out. And they let you out. It was a miracle. Right? We spent a lot of time together. Terrific man, terrific family. Thank you very much, Andrew. This Saturday, Pastor Brunson will walk his daughter down the aisle. Wow, that's great. Congratulations. Was I invited? I don't know. Was I invited? He said yes, thank you. To protect the dignity and worth of every person, my administration has taken historic action to combat human trafficking. Last year, I directed the State Department to cut off development aid to nations that do not demonstrate a commitment to ending human trafficking in their own countries. And we are fighting every day to stop the tragedy of human trafficking all along our southern border. Together, we will end the scourge of modern-day slavery that, because of the internet, is at levels that nobody can believe. The internet came along and some good things happened, but some very bad things happened, and this is one of them. As part of our commitment to building a just and loving society, we must build a culture that cherishes the dignity and sanctity of innocent human life. All children, born and unborn, are made in the holy image of God. Thank you. Every life is sacred, and every soul is a precious gift from heaven. As the Lord says in Jeremiah, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Here with us today are Nikki and Tyler Watkinson. Our wonderful First Lady Melania, who's right now working very hard with a group of people and saying a few words on opioids. She's very much involved. She wanted to be here so badly, but she'll be here with us next year. Recently met with them, and when she visited them at Children's Hospital, was so impressed. Last year, Nikki went into early labor during a blizzard. As she and Tyler were driving to the hospital, their son Grayson was born in the front seat. He was born 4 months premature and weighed only 1 pound and 11 ounces. But he let out little tiny cries, and he made it to the hospital alive. Nikki and Taylor's entire community began to lift up Grayson in their prayers. And to the surprise of doctors, he kept on improving, improving, improving. After 4 months at the hospital, Nikki and Tyler brought home their beautiful baby boy. Just a few weeks ago, Grayson celebrated his first birthday. He is a beautiful, happy, healthy guy. Are they here? Where? Oh, good. Good. It's great. Beautiful. That's great. Thank you. As his mom, Nikki, has said, he was put on this earth to do big things. He may be here someday, right here. Nikki, he already has, and he will do more and more as he grows older. As Jesus promises in the Bible, ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. We are blessed to live in a land of faith where all things are possible. Our only limits are those we place on ourselves. So true. On Tuesday, I asked Americans to choose greatness. And everybody in that room stood and applauded. We asked for greatness. It's greatness for our country, and to renew our love and loyalty to one another as friends, as citizens, as neighbors, as patriots, and as Americans. There could be no better way to begin this exciting national adventure than the way America has always begun our greatest adventures, by coming together in prayer. So today and every day, let us pray for the future of our country. Let us pray for the courage to pursue justice and the wisdom to forge peace. Let us pray for a future where every child has a warm, safe, and loving home. Let us come together for the good of our people, for the strength of our families, for the safety of our citizens, for the fulfillment of our deepest hopes and our highest potential. And let us always give thanks for the miracle of life, the majesty of creation, and the grace of Almighty God. Thank you. It is an honor to be with you. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Well, to everyone in the Valley who woke up today and said, it is just too cold here, well, take a look at Minneapolis here, because you couldn't say it to anybody there in Minnesota, or that might give you a really bad look. Take a look at this, everyone. I-94 westbound there in Minneapolis. There are whiteout conditions happening there. It looks like even some wipeouts there on the road. Frankly, it's hard to even see where the road is here on this highway here. But, you know, the great people in Minnesota, they just truck right on through it and they say, you know what? This is called February in Minnesota. Welcome back, everyone, here to News Now. Thank you so much for joining us here. I'm your host, Mike Page. Lucky we don't have to put up with that right now. Maybe some of you moved out here just because you don't want to deal with this anymore. Can't blame you on that one there. Enjoy the beautiful Arizona sunshine that we always have. And as the days keep on coming here in Arizona, you know it's just going to keep getting warmer. Let's go to Hillary Vaughn right now, Fox Business Headlines.
Cold weather could be the biggest threat to an electric car's battery life. A new study by AAA finds that cold temperatures can suck battery life from electric car batteries, reducing their driving time more than 40% when drivers turn on the heat inside. AAA studied 5 electric vehicles and found that heat also impacted battery life too, but not as much as cold temps. Delta and Coca-Cola tried to get people in the mood for Valentine's Day with festive napkins, but accidentally creeped out passengers on board. The two brands partnered up with napkins that encouraged travelers to write down their number and give it to their plane crush. The napkins had a spot for people to write down their information and pass it on, but the concept sparked viral outrage online. The two companies apologized and stopped offering the napkins. Häagen-Dazs is getting tipsy, but you won't need an ID to buy their new boozy line of flavors. 7 new alcohol-infused ice creams are joining the freezer aisle. Its collection includes flavors like Irish cream brownie, rum tres leches, and vanilla bean bourbon truffle. They're available across the U.S. starting now and fully available in April. That's business. For more, log on to foxbusiness.com. In Los Angeles, I'm Hillary Vaughn.
Welcome back, everyone. Your news now down 350 points there in the red. Dow Jones markets really tanking right now because of concerns from investors on a potential no deal with China when it comes to trade talks. So we'll keep an eye on that. Right now, you're seeing the markets reacting because of that. Hi, everyone. Mike Pace here. Welcome back. Continuing to always bring you some of the latest news that's happening from across the country. We're going to go out to Washington right now. A lot of activity there, and Democrats right now from both the House and Senate are talking about this Green New Deal resolution that it was introduced by Democrats in both the House and the Senate, calling on the government to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions through a fair and just transition for all communities and workers.
Which have borne the worst burdens of our fossil fuel economy. Because President Roosevelt was right when he said about his New Deal, statesmanship and vision, my friends, require relief to all at the same time. We're talking about an historic 10-year mobilization that will mitigate climate emissions, build climate resiliency. We have acted on this scale before, and we must do it again. We need massive renewable energy deployment, wind, solar, offshore wind, storage batteries for renewable electricity. Our energy future will not be found in the dark of a mine, but in the light of the sun. Energy efficiency, smart power grids, clean and affordable public transit, clean cars and manufacturing, and working with key industries to eliminate pollution. Today, we are putting forward a set of principles, not prescriptions, that will require leveraging new financing, providing new resources, and training and using existing laws and new regulations to meet our 10-year goal. We can create high-quality jobs and enforce labor standards, guarantee rights to retirement security and health care, and conduct inclusive decision-making. There will be critics who will say this does not go far enough or that this can never get done. These, of course, are the same cynics who said auto companies would never agree to raise fuel economy standards. The same naysayers who insisted that a global climate agreement in Paris was entirely impossible. I am continually comforted by their consistency. They have been consistently wrong. And the greatest climate denier of them all is in the White House, Donald Trump, a president who did not utter the words climate change or clean energy during his State of the Union 2 nights ago. On the most important issue facing this country, his State of the Union, Donald Trump's State of the Union, was silent. Every reason Trump and the deniers and the critics offer to give up is proof positive that we should push forward even harder. So the question isn't whether all Democrats can support this resolution. It is if any Republican will support this resolution. The question should not be if we can do it. The answer should be when we will do it. 5 decades ago, President Kennedy announced the ambitious goal of sending an American safely to the moon. He didn't say how it would be done, but that we would do it. We would need a giant rocket made of new metal alloys that had not been invented yet. And it would have to be returned safely to Earth within 10 years. He urged us to be bold. I say today that it is time for us to be bold once again. We have the technology to do it. We have the moral obligation. We have the economic imperative. We just need the political will to get this done. The sun is setting on the dirty energy of the past. Today marks the dawn of a new era of climate action. When we look back today, this will be the moment that we will be able to say that the political tide has turned on the rising seas. We are reclaiming our leadership on the most important issue facing humankind. This is the new climate democracy, of the people, by the people, for the planet. I thank you all for being here today on this historic day. And now I want to introduce to you my phenomenal partner on this resolution, the great Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you, Senator, and thank you to all of my colleagues here that have joined us today. This is so incredible. This is such a major watershed moment, and I am so incredibly excited that we are going to transition this country into the future, and we are not going to be dragged behind by our past. I'm so excited by that. I think that today is not just a big day for us as a delegation, us as a party, us as a movement, but this is a big day for activists all over the country and for frontline communities all over the country. Today is a big day for people who have been left behind. Today is a big day for workers in Appalachia. Today is a big day for children that have been breathing dirty air in the South Bronx. Today is a really good day for families who have been enduring the injustices of drinking dirty water, or who have seen their living rooms being flooded in with the waves of rising sea levels. And today, I think, is a really big day for our economy, the labor movement, the social justice movement, indigenous peoples, and people all over the United States of America. Because today is the day that we truly embark on a comprehensive agenda of economic, social, and racial justice in the United States of America. That's what this agenda is all about. Because climate change and our environmental challenges are one of the biggest existential threats to our way of life, not just as a nation, but as a world. And in order for us to combat that threat, we must be as ambitious and innovative in our solution as possible. So what we are doing today, and in introducing these resolutions here today, is that it's not a bill. It is a resolution. And what this resolution is doing is saying this is our first step. Our first step is to define the problem and define the scope of the solution. And so we're here to say that small, incremental policy solutions are not enough. They can be part of a solution, but they are not the solution unto itself. There is no justice and there is no combating climate change without addressing what has happened to indigenous communities. That means that there is no fixing our economy without addressing the racial wealth gap. That means that we are not going to transition to energies without also transitioning frontline communities and coal communities into economic opportunity as well. That is what this is about. It is comprehensive, it is thoughtful, it is compassionate, and it is extremely economically strategic as well. Today is also the day that we choose to assert ourselves as a global leader in transitioning to 100% renewable energy and charting that path. That means that we are not going to peg ourselves by the lowest standards of other nations. It doesn't mean that we're going to say, what about them? They're not doing it. What about them? They're not doing it. Why should we? We should do it because we should lead. We should do it because that is what this nation is about. We should do it because we are a country founded on ideals of a culture that is innovative, that cares for our brothers and sisters across this country. We should do it because we are an example to the world. That is why we should do it. And we need to save ourselves, and we can save the rest of the world with us. That is why we should do it. And that's why we define the scope of this resolution to be so broad and to be so comprehensive. Because we are outlining the Green New Deal, and in the spirit of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, we have the Green New Deal and we have Green New Deal projects. The Tennessee Valley Authority was a New Deal project that was part of a larger vision. And today we're laying down what that larger vision is. So when people say, what about this or what about that? The answer isn't this is why it's not in here. The answer is that is part of the solution too. And so I hope you all see that. I hope you all see the scope and the scale, because the solution is not going to come from just one congresswoman from the Bronx. It's not going to come just from one senator. It's going to come from all of our representatives as a country saying this is what Iowa needs, this is what Virginia needs, this is what Michigan needs, this is what Illinois needs, and this is what New York needs. Because when we have this threat that challenges all of us, the solution is going to take all of us too. So I'm so thankful. I'm thankful again. I want to reiterate my thanks to the activists and advocacy and the organizers who made this moment happen and created the political energy to be relevant and to put it at the top of the agenda, not the bottom of the agenda. So thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, Alexandria. Now, I'd like very briefly to introduce our two great senators from Oregon.
Welcome back, everyone, here to News Now, and everybody in Minneapolis just wants to go somewhere else. Look at this. I-94 westbound there, taking a look of a major whiteout snow conditions there in Minneapolis, and yeah, they're used to it, and I know they're used to it, but boy, you just do not want to be driving in that if you don't have to, because look at the backups that are already occurring there on those roadways. It's hard to even see where there is the eastbound lane there. Take a look at that. And wouldn't you, for everyone there in Minnesota, just take a look at this. I hate to do it for you, but this is our roadways. Little comparison right now. Much, much different. And I know a lot of people waking up today and this says, wow, it was cold in the valley today. I didn't like the 40 degrees when I woke up. And you know what? Don't say that to anybody in Minnesota, because they'll give you a really dirty look there, no doubt. Take a look at that, everyone. As winter weather there still in Minneapolis, and they might have to put up with it for another couple of months. Hi, everyone. Mike Pace here. Welcome to News Now. I'm your host right here. We have one more hour for you on Fox 10 Extra. A really busy day. We've been covering news events from all over the country, and we had President Trump do the National Prayer Breakfast. We showed that to you in full, and now we'll keep you in D.C. because the Vice President talking about how to tackle drugs in America, even opioids as well. So we're going to listen to some of him right now here on News Now.
Dad's old hometown in Chicago. And I'll never forget the times that we were there, and my uncle would put on his uniform and head out, and me and my 3 brothers and 2 sisters would always be so inspired. You know, you have no ordinary job. The truth of the matter is, when when you put on that uniform every day and you head out, you and your families know what the stakes are. So let me just assure you that you are heroes to your president, to his vice president, and you are heroes, and your families are heroes to every American. And we thank you for your service. We do. What brings us here today, and I trust is evident to each one of you in working in this critical federal and state effort, is that President Trump has made the fight against illegal drugs a top priority of this administration. You heard his commitment to that mission just 2 days ago in a State of the Union address, as the President told the nation that we are committed to put drug dealers out of business and truly make America safe. And for more than 30 years, all of you involved in the high-intensity drug trafficking area program, HIDTA for short, have played a critical role in the fight against drug trafficking. You target places where the drug crisis is at its worst, the counties where the overwhelming majority of illegal narcotics are smuggled into our country and into our communities. You literally are on the front lines in the war against illegal drug abuse and addiction. To combat the crisis, the HIDTA program has forged unprecedented cooperation, evident here today in this room, between federal, state, local, and tribal law enforcement authorities, from the FBI to the DEA to city police chiefs and county sheriffs. It is a nationwide, every-level commitment to combat drug abuse and addiction in America, and we are grateful for your leadership and service. We truly are. You know, there's no program like it anywhere in America. You share information, best practices with one another. You stand shoulder to shoulder to arrest smugglers, shut down manufacturers, get the deadliest substances off our streets. We all know the statistics of the heartbreak, the loss of life, and devastated families from drug abuse and addiction and the nefarious drug trade in this country. But you're also responsible every day for the stories that never happened, the drugs that never got to the streets, the families that were never shattered. And I want you all to know that the American people, this president and our administration, understand that and are grateful for it. Today, this program is active in 29 key regions around the country, spread across all 50 states. From the southwest border to Appalachia, more than 21,000 law enforcement personnel are working every day to fight gangs, cartels, drug runners, large and small. Our administration has created the first new HIDTA initiative in 17 years when we brought this critical program to Alaska. We are growing a program that is winning in the fight against drug abuse and addiction in America. And this program has been a great success. Our first year in office, the men and women of the HIDTA program broke up smuggling rings with ties to major transnational criminal organizations. You disrupted or dismantled more than 2,700 drug trafficking and money laundering organizations. You also got more than 23,000 firearms off our streets and made more than 90,000 arrests. All told, you seized more than $16 billion in illegal drugs. Thanks to your courage and dedication, those drugs never reached our streets, our cities, our families. The American people are grateful. You know, when I was governor of the state of Indiana, I put a special emphasis, as the president has, nationwide on the scourge of opiate abuse and addiction. I've sat with families at kitchen tables where there's an empty chair. I've heard the stories. I've also sat with people who've overcome addiction and are on the road to recovery. I've seen firsthand the impact of the work that you're doing, and I want to assure you of our admiration and our gratitude These statistics are easy to breeze over, but you all look into the eyes of people that have been victimized by this nefarious trade, by the drug cartels, by drug dealers, and those who would profit from selling these poisons to our children, our families, shattering communities. The progress we've made, though, I think is better understood in individual stories, in individual lives. And you all have been saving lives, and you've been changing lives. And we've been making progress. The progress is a result of your leadership and your courage. And I believe it's also a result of our President's commitment to you and to your mission. Since day one of this administration, I'm pleased to report we've taken action to give you the support you need to accomplish your mission. Within the first month of taking office, President Trump signed an executive order to empower law enforcement to combat transnational criminal organizations, drug cartels, and gangs more effectively. He signed into law the historic opioid bill that enables law enforcement to combat the opioid crisis as never before. He's taken action and signed legislation to combat the terrible reality of human trafficking that so often follows a similar path of drug smuggling. And this president has not only been giving you the resources, but after challenging years for those in the uniform of the United States, this president and this administration have given the men and women of law enforcement the respect that you deserve every single day, and we always will. We're fighting for you because we know every day you're fighting you're considering the lives of others more important than your own. And we know it's a calling, and it's a profound calling that involves sacrifice for you and your families. But you're making a difference. But despite the progress we've made, we know literally a river of illegal drugs still flows toward our country every single day. I received a briefing just yesterday at Coast Guard Base Portsmouth down in Virginia and saw firsthand the flows of narcotics coming out of South America and Central America. I also learned of the daring Coast Guardsman who just sailed into port with more than 15 tons of cocaine they had captured from drug smugglers at sea. This mission is succeeding every single day. But nowhere is the crisis of illegal drug trafficking more evident or our challenge more profound than at our nation's southern border. And you know firsthand how serious this crisis is, because the southwest border high-intensity drug trafficking area is among the most active in this entire program. Last year, Customs and Border Protection seized more than 827,000 pounds of illegal drugs entering our country at our southern border. And that's just the drugs that they found. Mexican and Central American drug cartels, as you well know, are the main wholesale provider of drugs to street gangs and dealers across America. And their deadly trade brings suffering and devastation to families and communities across this nation. As the President said on Tuesday night, tens of thousands of innocent Americans are killed by lethal drugs that cross our border and flood into our cities. 300 Americans die every week from heroin, more than 90% of which comes across our southern border. And all told, across the nation, as you know, at the front of this fight, more than 200 people lose their lives to drug overdose every single day. Our hearts grieve for the loss of so many innocent lives. They break for the families that have been left behind. We honor them by remembering them, but we also honor them by redoubling our commitment to secure our border and bring justice to those who would profit from their suffering. Just last week, Director Carroll unveiled our administration's national drug control strategy. He described it aptly as a strategy of action, and so it is. That strategy lays out our comprehensive plan to combat illegal drug use and drug smuggling, and the high-intensity drug trafficking area program is essential to our efforts. We believe in combining the capabilities of the federal government and the expertise of local law enforcement. It's a powerful combination, and you can be confident of our continued support. We'll also make new and renewed investments in law enforcement at every level, as President Trump renewed his call for Congress to enact stronger drug protection at our ports and when it comes to the southern border. As Congress is involved in negotiations even at this very hour, let me assure you, we will not rest or relent until we have the technology, the personnel, and the barriers required to secure our southern border. We will build that wall one way or another. So thank you again. Thank you again for your presence here today, but more importantly, thank you. Thank you for your service. I said before when I started I remember looking up at my uncle when he would walk out the door in that uniform. And frankly, all the heroes in my life are people that wear uniforms. Men and women of our armed forces. I'm the son of a combat veteran from Korea, and I'm the proud father of a United States Marine. And I couldn't be more proud of the men and women of the armed forces of the United States of America. But let me assure you, the pride that every American feels for those who serve in that uniform equally applies to you. And we know it seemed fashionable in recent years to criticize law enforcement officers whenever tragic circumstances would develop in communities around the country. But I want to assure you that this president's attitude, our attitude, is emblematic of the attitude of people all across this country who feel gratitude to each and every one of you and to your families for the service that you render as you protect and serve our communities. And in this fight against drug dealers, drug abuse, and addiction at every level of government, I want you to know that you have the support of this president, this administration, but also know you have the support of the American people. And one other thing, I want to assure you that you have the prayers of millions of Americans every day who understand that you have no ordinary jobs. I mean, the truth of the matter is, as you walk out the door in the morning and you kiss your loved ones goodbye, you know and they know you have no ordinary job. And so just know that you go with our support, our renewed determination to give you the resources and the tools you need to drive this mission forward at every level of government, to protect our families and confront the scourge of drug abuse and addiction and drug dealing as never before in this country. But also know that you go with our prayers. And my prayer today would be to claim those ancient words that no harm would befall you, no disaster would come near you, that he would guard you in all your ways as you protect and serve the American people. So thank you. God bless you. Stay on it, and we'll stay with you every step of the way.
Welcome back, everyone, here to News Now, showing you live a look at how the markets are doing right now. 320 points there, continuing in the red right there as investors a little worried about China trade deal negotiations with the United States. Hi, everyone. Mike Pace here. Welcome back to News Now, always bringing you top stories here of the day. In just a little bit, we're going to go out to Indiana, where the Purdue student government, they are sponsoring a visit to Purdue's West Lafayette campus this week by Howard Schultz. He is the former Starbucks CEO who could really put a monkey wrench into the 2020 campaign for Democrats if he decides to go independent. Democrats say, hey, if you want to run, you better run as a Democrat. We will wait and see. We're going to hear for a little bit from Howard Schultz. He was recently in Arizona as well speaking. But in the meantime, everybody, we are going to take it back out to D.C., where there are some Democrats saying that there should be no ICE agents. They should abolish ICE and, in the meantime, stop deportations. And who is really running up that talk right now? Well, is the Democrat that seems to get a lot of media buzz. She's the House member. We call her AOC. That's her Twitter handle there, but it's Alexandria Cortez, and she's really shaking up Washington. Let's hear from a little bit about her, and then we'll take you out to Indiana.
Making your presence known here for making this happen. You know, this is one of the most urgent moral issues and crises that we have in America right now. This is not a political issue. Children dying in detention centers should not be a partisan concern. It should be a universal concern for every American in the United States. You know, earlier this week, we were here and we were hearing inside that Capitol the State of the Union. And the president said something. He said and spoke of the idea that he likes, quote unquote, legal immigration. But that is a lie. The president does not like any form of immigration. He has been cutting down and imposing restrictions on legal forms, on the diversity visa lottery, on family reunification, and so on. He's ending TPS. He's ending DACA protections for dreamers. And in doing so, he is taking away the documented status of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of Americans. In doing so, he is criminalizing a population of people in the United States. And now he is asking for $5 billion to continue to militarize and weaponize a force that has zero accountability, whose director and whose secretary has no idea when she goes in front of a hearing how many children are dying in her own care under her own watch, and they have the audacity to ask for more money to fund that. I don't think so. No. I don't think so. Not only will we not agree to fund that, but we're here to say that an agency like ICE, which repeatedly and systematically violates human rights, does not deserve a dime.
That's right.
They do not deserve a dime. Until they can prove that they are honoring human rights, until they can make a good faith effort to expand and embrace immigrants, the immigrants in this nation that have always been a part and have always been a core element of American democracy, until they can prove good faith to an American ideal, they do not deserve any resources for their radical agenda. We have to have respect for children, respect for families, respect for human rights, and respect for the right of human mobility. Because it is a right. Yes. It is a right.
That's right.
Because we are standing on Native land, and Latino people are descendants of Native people. That's right. And we cannot be told and criminalized simply for our identity or our status. Period. I will not commit $1, not $1, to an agency who died when they were trusted to take care of Jacqueline Cal. I will not give $1 to a secretary who does not care about her life and does not care to investigate a child's death. And I will not give $1 to black box detention facilities that think that some people in this country are deserving of constitutional protections and that others are not. We are a nation and a land of laws, not just people. Some people are subject to laws and others are not. We are a land of laws. And when we are a land of laws, what that means is that every person that steps foot on this soil deserves the consideration of due process. They deserve the protections. They deserve to have access to our Bill of Rights. And that is what makes this nation special. That is what makes America special. Not who is here, but what we are. That's right. Period. Thank you. And I'm very glad to be joined here.
All right, folks, now we are going to go to a live event right now in Indiana. This is Howard Schultz, the former Starbucks CEO who could possibly put a monkey wrench into the 2020 campaign for Democrats if he decides to run as an independent. He's talking at Purdue University right now. Let's listen in.
Patch of ice and broke his ankle. Because of that accident, as a blue-collar worker in the late 50s, he was fired from his job. He had no workman's compensation, no savings, no health insurance, and the image of my father, helpless on the couch, has stayed with me literally my entire life. The only thing I ever inherited was my mother's dream and belief in the American dream. Because of her, I became the first person in my family to go to and to graduate from college. I got my first job selling office equipment door to door and always gave half of my paychecks to my parents. In 1982, my wife Sherry and I drove across the country with our golden retriever, Jonas, for our new job working for a small coffee company in Seattle, Washington. A few years later, the owners needed to sell the business. I had no money to buy it, unfortunately. But thanks to the trust and support of many people and a little luck along the way, I raised enough money to acquire Starbucks Coffee Company. Now, at the time, Starbucks had 6 stores and less than 100 people working for the company. Today, Starbucks has a lot more stores. And we have employed over 3 million people over the course of our existence. Now, let me explain something. I never set out to build a global enterprise where Starbucks would be in 77 countries. I literally set out in so many ways to create the kind of company that my father never got a chance to work for. One that treated people with dignity and respect. And I'm incredibly proud of the company that we helped build. Starbucks was one of the first companies in America to offer health insurance to part-time workers more than 20 years before the Affordable Care Act. At the time, doing so was literally unheard of. Starbucks was also the only company we knew of at the time to give every employee, regardless of their position in the company, stock ownership, so they could share in the company's financial success and begin to save money. I've always believed that success is best when it's shared. Over the years, that money has been used to help pay for houses, cars, vacations, even weddings, and pay down personal debt. To create more opportunity, the company developed the first of its kind program that allows employees a chance to get a college degree tuition-free. By this spring, and I'm so proud of this, about 3,000 people at the company will have graduated. Many, like me, are the first in their family to go to college. My life experience is proof that the American dream is in fact real, and that those who achieve it can pay it forward and help others achieve it as well. I've spent my life trying to make the opportunities that were available to me, education and good jobs, available to others. Now, for 4 decades, I've done this as a business leader. Today, I'm humbly asking whether or not I can do this in another way, and that is as a public servant. Now, through the years, I've learned a great deal about leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is about having the humility to listen to different people and opinions. Leadership is about bringing talented, passionate people together to solve complex problems. Leadership is about making tough choices for unselfish reasons. Leadership is also about personal accountability. And most importantly, leadership is about earning people's trust. This past year, I've traveled the country. I've heard and I've learned so many new things. Among them is that the American people are longing for more honesty, authentic and real leadership in Washington, D.C. that's finally working for them. Our political class in Washington, D.C. is not solving the problems we need to solve in order to make the future of America brighter and better for your generation. Our politicians seem mired every single day in revenge politics. The American people are exhausted by it. They want and deserve something new and something better. Almost 2/3 of American voters agree that a two-party system, our two-party system, is broken, and it's time for a centrist candidate not affiliated with either party to be president. So the question is, where do we go from here? Running for president is one path I am seriously considering. Doing so as an independent centrist would completely free me from being beholden to special interest groups and extreme party ideologies. Leading as an independent would allow me to represent all of the American people and focus on the best solutions through a new, nonpartisan lens. Now, there's 2 ideas I'd like to talk about today and in the weeks ahead. The first is opportunity, real opportunity. The second is restoring power to the American people, which they deserve. I believe everyone in America should have the opportunity to be seen, to be heard, and to speak. I believe everyone should have the opportunity to pursue individual happiness. I believe that everyone should have equal opportunity to rise and to succeed beyond their zip code or their station of their birth. That everyone should have equal opportunity for a world-class education and go to great schools and safe schools. Equal opportunity to get a job and experience the dignity of work. The opportunity for equal justice. The opportunity to save for a rainy day or for retirement. I also believe that everyone in America should have an equal opportunity to rise from the ground up as I did. Unfortunately, these opportunities are not available to all Americans. Not enough people in our country have a fair chance at their dreams today. And I'm standing before you because I believe that is unacceptable. The second idea is about restoring power to the people from our dysfunctional political class. I want to share with you an old idea that's an important one. It's an idea that we are a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. I want you to just think about that just for a moment. And while you're thinking about that, I want to ask the audience a question, a rhetorical question. Does anyone in this audience really believe that our government is working well for the American people today? I'm going to ask it again. Does anyone in this audience believe that our government is working well for the American people today? What should of the people, by the people, and for the people mean as we head towards 2020? Government of the people means government for all the people, everybody, every American, every child, regardless of the color of your skin, your religion, your ethnicity, your sexual orientation, or how much money you have. Every American should be represented. Government for the people means exactly that. It means a government that prioritizes the security, the prosperity, and the liberty of every American citizen. It means no interest comes before the people's interest. And ladies and gentlemen, that includes political parties. Government by the people means that citizens are in charge of politicians, not the other way around. The truth is, our representative democracy doesn't represent us anymore. Voters should choose their leaders. Today, it's our elected officials who are choosing their voters, and that is all at the center of this intractable problem in Washington. Now, the point I'm about to make may sound a bit technical, but it's an important one I need to make. In most states, congressional districts have been strategically drawn to benefit whichever party is in power. It is a tactic used by party leaders to create as many safe congressional seats for their sides as they can. It's a process known in Washington and in many places throughout the country as gerrymandering. It has forced congressional districts into the furthest reaches of partisanship, leaving Americans with only the most hyper-partisan candidates to choose from. And that means a Congress that fights from only the most extreme positions from the far left and the far right. The result? People lose faith in democracy when they feel their vote doesn't count and their voice is not heard. Now, what are the consequences of a hyper-partisan Washington? Let's start with immigration, which today is being used as a political weapon instead of being addressed as a national security priority. On the far left, there are calls to abolish ICE. On the far right, there are calls for mass deportation, a policy of separating parents from children. These are both false choices. We can have strong borders to protect us from terrorists and those who wish to do us harm. But we also can treat all people with a deep sense of humanity and dignity. We must enact the common sense immigration reform that a majority of Americans already say they want. Investments in border security, a path of legalization for unauthorized immigrants, citizenship for dreamers, and modernized immigration system that attracts and retains the best and the brightest people from all over the world who will contribute positively to our economy and our culture. What other consequences are there of this hyper-partisan Washington, D.C. that we are living through? Today, millions of Americans, people are living in fear of losing health care or going bankrupt if they get sick. The far left has called for government-run health care, even eliminating the private health insurance market. The far right has called to repeal the Affordable Care Act for nearly a decade with no clear replacement, which would leave people vulnerable, especially those with pre-existing conditions, and costs would absolutely skyrocket. Once again, neither is a viable solution. What's the truth? The truth is that healthcare costs are the biggest driver of unaffordable care. Yet neither side, extreme left, extreme right, has offered and developed any kind of credible plan to reduce costs by increasing competition or requiring more transparency on prices from hospitals and drug companies, or investing in preventive care. This is a problem that can be solved. We must bring down healthcare costs while increasing choice and access. The American people deserve so much more than the broken two-party system is providing them. But just take a pause for a minute. I've talked about immigration and healthcare, and just ask yourself, the majority of Americans, 75, 80%, want to see this being solved. Why isn't it being solved? Because it's not in the interest of the far left and the far right extremes. Today, not enough Americans are trained for the jobs of tomorrow. The far left is promising guaranteed government jobs. The far right has touted the stock market as a proxy for economic health, ignoring the millions of people without employment, employable skills, or access to good jobs. The truth, once again, is that America does not lack jobs. We lack the skills for the jobs of tomorrow and today. What's the solution? We must invest in lifelong learning as a country and increase access to vocational training and apprenticeships. When people have skills the market demands, they can find and get good-paying jobs and earn success. Today, believe it or not, a majority of teens worry that they could get shot while they're in school. Let me repeat that because it's hard to even imagine. A majority of American teenagers worry that they are going to get shot while at school.
It's all smooth driving right now on the 202 there at Scottsdale Road. You can see easy moving there, much different than what's going on for the drivers there in Minneapolis. Take a look at the roads there on the left there. Another whiteout snow condition there as the area continues to get pounded with snow in Minneapolis there. They are so used to it in that area, and they continue to just keep trucking along. Hi, everyone. Mike Page here. Welcome back to News Now. We're going to go out to the U.S. House right now, where Nancy Pelosi had just wrapped up a news conference, her first one since the State of the Union. We'll get a little insight to what she was thinking when the president was speaking for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Structured America, and yesterday the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee held its first hearing in investing in roads, bridges, mass transit, ports, airports, schools, water system, energy grids. The mayor of Los Angeles participated, and others with experience in this. Again, number 3 of the For the People agenda was H.R. 1, cleaning up corruption and restoring integrity in government. Yesterday, the second hearing was held on H.R. 1, which will reduce the role of big, dark money so that the people's interest, not the special interest, will have a stronger voice. In addition, we've had 2 hearings, really the first in 8 years, on climate change, and one in the Committee of Energy and Commerce. The first time they've had a hearing in 8 years on natural resources as well, now that the Democrats are in the majority, and I was pleased yesterday to appoint this Select Committee on Climate. But before I go to that, I was very disappointed that in the State of the Union address there was no mention on violence in our country caused by the proliferation of guns. And we have our H.R. 8, which we will be bringing to the floor. We had our hearing this week on that legislation. It will be marked up, and that will be sent to the floor hopefully this month. Yesterday, as I mentioned, I appointed the Select Committee on Climate. There's lots of excitement. I said that this Select Committee will have a leading role in taking testimony, building current information on solutions to the climate crisis, but that would be a Congress-wide initiative. As I mentioned, two of our subcommittees have already had hearings, but we hope it will be all of the committees of jurisdiction will be very involved in it, and that's the impression that I have. There's all kinds of ideas coming forward. We welcome all of them as they highlight the importance of this existential threat to the planet. In our committee, the work will be to find solutions. It's not a legislative committee. It will be its recommendations, as other recommendations, will be referred to the committees of jurisdiction, legislative committees of jurisdiction. But it's a public health issue, clean air, clean water for our children. It's a national security issue when it comes to preventing climate-driven instability. It's an economic and jobs issue, good-paying jobs, keeping America preeminent in green technologies in the world. And it is, in my view, a moral responsibility, if you believe, as do I, that this planet is God's creation and we have a moral responsibility to be good stewards of it. Or if you don't share that religious view, but you just understand that we have a generational moral responsibility to pass the planet on to the next generation in the best possible way, then it has that standing as well. So it's health, security, jobs, and again, preserving God's creation. It is, as a top hand, of course, the conference that is going on now to pass legislation that will, again, keep government open. I don't think that is a question. But anyway, to protect our borders as we protect our values. I have confidence in the appropriators, not because I know what they're doing, but because I have confidence in the appropriations process, being an appropriator myself, knowing left to their own devices, as I've said over and over again, that the appropriators in a bipartisan way and a bicameral way, House and Senate, can come to a fair conclusion, which I would support. I have asked the administration to be as non-interventionist as I am on that. Just let them do their work. And hopefully that we'll get some good news in a short period of time, and certainly in time for the deadline, February 15th. Any questions? No. Okay, who hasn't had a question lately? Yes.
2 questions on trade, if I could.
Yes, ma'am.
One, I was wondering if you support the Bicameral Congressional Trade Authority Act of 2019 to try to reclaim some of the trade authority for Congress. And also, I was wondering what, if any, are the elements of the USMCA that are concerning to you?
Well, 2 questions. One, first of all, I really haven't seen that legislation, but I do support reclaiming some of Congress's. It is Congress's prerogative. We have given some of that authority to the president, and there is legislation here that I am familiar with that would give him even more authority, and I don't support that. The concerns that we have about, and hopefully they're resolvable because I'm optimistic always, with the, what do we call it now, U.S., Mexico, Canada, I don't know if it has an acronym, formerly known as NAFTA, but not NAFTA. The concerns center around workers' rights, center around the environment, center around prescription drug prices. Those are some of the subjects, but the overarching issue is enforcement. You can have the best language on any subject in a bill, but if you don't have the enforcement provisions very strongly spelled out, not as a sidebar, not as a side letter, but central to the treaty, then there's a problem. So I believe that the trade representative has been most accommodating and being available for members. Hopefully he'll come to answer some questions soon, but we've had good rapport with Mr. Lighthouser. I believe that the committees of jurisdiction, that being the Ways and Means Committee largely, will be having sessions with members so that members can see what is in the legislation, what we'd like to see in the legislation, and how it can be supportive of it. I have always thought that this was probably one of the easier trade agreements to come to agreement on, but so far we're not there yet. Yes, yes, ma'am.
You mentioned your committees are getting to work. The president says your committees are going nuts, that it amounts to unlimited presidential harassment. Is there any concern that you're in danger of appearing like you're overreaching?
Let me just say that I want to make it a rule, and you don't have to come if you don't want to, but I am not commenting on what the president has to say about our work. I always think that whatever the president says about us, he's projecting his own unruliness. He's a projector, and that's what it's about. I'm very proud of the work of our committees. Even the Republicans have complimented the committees on being wise in how they proceed in terms of subpoenas and the rest. We will not surrender our constitutional responsibility for oversight. That would make us delinquent in our duties. So I'm not going to respond to any characterization or mischaracterization of the president who, I mean, it's just not going there. But I do think if he's using the word unruly, it's a projection of his own administration. Yes, Nancy.
How important do you think it is for the public to see the president's tax returns?
I think overwhelmingly the public wants to see the president's tax returns. And so they want to know the truth. They want to know the facts. And he has nothing to hide. I'll just tell you this and go on from there. Because we have important work to do, and we have important judgments to make, and we need information to make those judgments. So I was walking through a kitchen. You know, that's how I usually go to events. I haven't been in a hotel lobby in I don't know how long, because we go through the garage to the kitchen and this and that. So I was on Martin Luther King Day in San Francisco, going through the kitchen to go to the event for the breakfast, and one of the waiters, one of the people working in the kitchen said to me, I have to tell you this. When the president says that the Mueller investigation is going on too long, you just say back to him, not as long as your tax audit, Mr. President. I thought those were words of wisdom. Yes, ma'am.
Some have said that you haven't moved fast enough on the tax returns, trying to demand them. What do you say to those?
You have to be very, very careful as you go forward. As I said, we are in our first month. The committees have been appointed. They have organized. They are prioritizing their work. And in terms of the tax return, it's not a question of just sending a letter. You have to do it in a very careful way. And the chairman of the committee will be doing that. So I know that there's impatience because people want to know that answers the question, but we have to do it in a very careful way. Yeah. Yes, Chad?
With everything that's been going on with Virginia, the governor, the lieutenant governor, the attorney general here, Virginia's a swing state, important politically. You've won several states there in the House. Does what's going on, does that filter down and damage the national Democratic brand in any way?
No, it does not. No, they will resolve Virginians will resolve their issues that they have there. It's sad because they have some very talented leaders there, but they have to have the confidence of the electorate, and they have to have the confidence of the legislature that they have to work with. But I'll leave that up to them. I have enough to do here without getting involved in affairs of Virginia. Okay. Yes, John.
Madam Speaker, today a number of Democrats unveiled their Green New Deal proposal.
They will, yes.
Quite wide-ranging. They're talking about curbing air travel. They're talking about retrofitting every building in the country. What's your reaction to that? And can you talk about your own approach to climate legislation that was informed by the experience you had in 2009 and 2010 with the Clean Energy and Security Act?
I thank you for the question, because many of you don't know, but when I was Speaker, my flagship issue under President Bush was climate, addressing the climate crisis and increasing energy independence for our country. Under President Bush, in a bipartisan way, we passed one of the biggest energy bills in the history of our country. It was like taking millions of cars off the road, raising the emission standards, and many good features in it, including a compromise between us. He wanted nuclear, I wanted renewables. We came to agreement and had a magnificent signing ceremony. Many of the authorities that President Obama used as president to address the issues of pollution and climate were authorities that were in that legislation. So I'm very, very proud of that.
Can you say whiteout conditions? Take a look at that in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now as, yeah, that is some rough weather out there as they continue to get pounded with the snow out there. And Pilar, you were just telling me that you thought today was really cold outside.
Yeah, we're like in the upper 40s, low 50s, but the wind, I don't like the wind, but we're so grateful we're not in conditions like that, right? But didn't the groundhog just see a shadow? What does that mean? Winter,
Well,
spring?
he was supposed to, the winter was supposed to wrap up early.
Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed for everybody in conditions like that. Hey, it's the hearing that everybody is waiting for. It is the House Ways and Means Committee. That's their actual name. They're going to be talking, it's tax season, but we're not talking about common folk. We're talking about the president and the vice president getting their tax returns. You and Ron were talking about it at the beginning of the show. We're going to have it on the stream in its entirety, and it'll be interesting to see what happens here.